Good afternoon and welcome to Parshat Ki Tavo. This week Israel was in the news again, but this time for a good reason. A groundbreaking Elal flight flew directly from Tel Aviv to Abu Dhabi. And the lady that ran the airline crew, a lady by the name of Cheva Opatovsky, that was her very last flight that she took as the longest serving flight attendant in Elal's history. The world heard her say that this is a historic flight, it's an emotional flight, but it's a good opportunity for other countries to make peace with us, because the word Shalom in Hebrew not only means hello, it's not only a greeting, but it actually means peace. And when we think about it, peace or Shalom is at the very heart and foundation of Judaism. So many things we do are related to that word. Birkat Kohanim, the special blessing that is given to us by the Kohanim on the Chagim, ends with the word Shalom, Yasem Lecha Shalom. Birkat HaMazon ends with the word Shalom. Kaddish ends with the word Shalom. So many of our tefillot end with the word Shalom. The concept of Shalom Bayit, peace in the home, is crucial to the success and happiness of forming eternally lasting, long Jewish relationships. This week's parasha opens up with the commandment for Am Yisrael, for the Jewish people, to separate something called Ma'aser, a 10% tithe of produce that is given to the tribe of Levi. And we know that the Leviim had a very special role to play when it came to the Mishkan in terms of transporting different things in the sanctuary. Why was it? Well, before the establishment of the Mishkan, the divine service was really held in the domain of the Bechorot, the firstborn. But when they participated in the sin of the golden calf, in the sin of the Chet HaEgel, they caused their holy status to be transferred to the tribe of the Leviim, who did not participate in that sin. We also know that the tribe of Levi had an elevated status in the land of Egypt, and in that capacity were exempted from being slaves in Egypt as well, because they were the teachers of the Jewish people. But what was the root of their holiness? And where did they get this special blessing from? I saw an incredible insight from Chaim Shmulevitz, who says the following. It began with their birth. Leah, who was Levi's mother, felt always that she was secondary to her co-wife Rachel, Yaakov's other wife. Yaakov had worked for their father Lavan for 7 years, thinking he was going to marry Rachel, and on the day of the wedding, things were switched around and he ended up marrying Leah. But it was prophetically known that there would be a total of 12 tribes. When you had 2 wives and 2 maidservants, each had their share of 3 tribes each. Leah was the first to give birth. She gave birth to Reuben, then to Shimon. When she had her 3rd son, Levi, she let out, so to speak, a collective sigh of relief. My husband can no longer have any complaints against me because I've done my part. Vatar od vatelet ben vatomer ota, as she said, Ata hapam yilaveh ishi elai. Now my husband will join me. And she named him Levi from the word yilaveh, which means to join. That name and this tribe that brought a sense of heightened degree, I guess, of closeness between Yaakov and Leah, that bridged the division and the tensions between them, that created that extra shalom and peace in this world, was sanctified for all eternity. And therefore the divine service will always and has always been the domain of Levi itself. We see that a child whose birth allowed shalom to be created, allowed peace to be created, was blessed for all eternity with spiritual greatness. As we approach Yom Kippur and we think about making peace for those who have slighted us, for those that we may have issues with, let us understand that creating shalom is the greatest catalyst for blessing. As the Mishnah says, the very last Mishnah in Uksim, Lo matzah HaKadosh Baruch Hu keli machzik beracha leYisrael Shalom, that the greatest conduit to receive blessing in this world is in fact peace. As the Pasuk says by David HaMelech, King David in Tehillim, Hashem oz le'amo yiten, Hashem yivarech et amosh b'shalom. Hashem should bless his people with peace. We should all be blessed with peace and find peace in our world. Shabbat Shalom.